Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane, and I am actually on time this week. In fact, I was able to start the stream just a couple minutes early so people can have that thing, all their alerts fire up and say, oh, this person that I follow on Facebook or this person that I subscribe to on YouTube is doing a thing, and they can come on over and join on in. Hi! So I'm very excited because today we have like a show. We have things to do here on the Coltrane Tuesdays webcast. Specifically, we are doing a Stump-the-Band do-over of a song that the request came in back in March of 2020. It may have come in before then as well, so we're going to be doing that. And of course, we are going to play a round of the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. If you are new to the program, welcome. Hi, come on in. The water's fine. And let me explain to you exactly what it is we do with the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. The idea with that is people who are live online with us will give me a song request, and I will have to play a song in response to that request, regardless of whether I know the song that they have requested. They might request a song that I do happen to know, in which case I will go ahead and play it. They might request a song that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard it before, or I used to listen to it all the time, but I never actually figured out how to play it, in which case I will attempt to figure out how to play it here in front of everyone. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. It looks like some folks are, well, the sound quality isn't great for Beth. That's not great. That's not good. It was sounding good when I did the sound check, so I guess we're going to find out. I will double check the settings that I have here to see if there's anything else that is weird that might be happening here. Those appear to be fine. Let's see. That appears to be fine. That appears to be fine. And that appears to be fine. But I guess we'll see. If anyone else is having sound issues, please let me know so we can determine if that is on Beth's computer or if that is something else that is happening on my end. That should be fixed. A couple weeks ago, when I was doing the last time I did a Stump-the-Band do-over, in fact, the sound quality was horrible, and that particular problem from what happened that time is not what's happening today. So here's hoping that things are actually sounding okay. But as far as I can tell, the audio settings are doing what they're supposed to do. Oh, you know what? I might be able to. Let's see. We have just a moment, so I'm going to try something here that might let me listen to this while it's happening. If no one else has a request, okay. Yes, I definitely do not know that requested song. I'm going to try wiring up something here in my computer to find out if I might be able to see what's going on here. No, not that one. If I set this up so that it does the thing, and then that does that, and then that does this, and well, that's not working either. well, I guess we're just not going to worry about that very much. I don't think I am going to be able to see how I actually sound while I'm here. I will probably just be very disappointed when I listen to this afterwards and find out the audio quality wasn't great. But if anyone else is able to verify how it sounds to you, by all means, please leave a note in the chat. This is happening on both Facebook and on YouTube. So if anyone who is, oh hey, thank you Bethany, everything sounds good over there. I appreciate that. Beth was also able to test another device, so it sounds like we're probably okay. So enough of me fussing with knobs and dials over here on my machine. Let's see if I can actually play some music. So, in on my webcast from March 31st, 2020, a request came in from Janine for 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. I will talk a little bit more about Smashing Pumpkins or the Smashing Pumpkins. I'll say that bit right now. It had just been, like they very emphatically, there was no the, it was just Smashing Pumpkins. And then sometime around the time that this song came out, they said, oh, okay, fine, we're the Smashing Pumpkins. And so I'm all confused and don't know what to call them. But regardless, the song is 1979. I've been working on it a little bit. Standard disclaimer, it would sound better if I had spent more time working on it. But I think it might just be okay. So let's find out. I need that to be up, because, Beth, there's going to be some looping. We'll see how this goes. the rare live fade out there at the end of 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins. A couple flubs in there, but not terrible. Well, which, as we've established before, is the bar I set for myself. Not terrible. That was solidly not terrible. So thanks very much to Janine for that request for 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. I will post a link afterwards to my previous attempt on that show on March 31st, 2020. Interestingly, I, in that moment, ended up playing it in exactly the same key that I just played it right now. It didn't sound great, but there were a decent number of things that were correct that I figured out in that time when I was trying to do it off the cuff. The key I played it in is, in fact, not the key of the record. In the record, they all have their guitars tuned a half step down, and I did not want to have to retune here in the middle of the show or get a second guitar or whatever. So it is actually half step up from the original, but yeah, there you go. I don't know why I went into Jay Leno there for a minute. So yes, 1979, released in 1995 on the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness double album that came out, as I talked about, with the Smashing Pumpkins. So there you go. Let's see. So now is a great time. Oh, people are, a live fade. Yes, thank you, Beth. That was fantastic, wonderful. Can't wait to listen to better speakers. Thanks very much to Margot and for Bethany. Back post-it note fiasco. Well, sheesh. Bethany, I hope you and the post-it notes and everyone else who was affected is okay in the wake of the post-it note fiasco that you just had to deal with. Post-it note fiasco, not a bad album title, by the way. So now is a great time. Oh, what do you say? It was a sticky situation. Yes, thank you, Beth. Thank you, Beth, for that. All right. So let's see anybody over on the Facebook. If anyone's commenting, let's see. It doesn't look like anyone's commenting over on the Facebook, but that is okay. So yeah, so that is live in both places. Just want to see if anyone else has anything that I should acknowledge and respond to, because hey, validation is important. So yes, we are just about to play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. Bethany, if you're interested, it would be wonderful to get a request from you. We have gotten requests, of course, from Beth and from Margot in the past. And I always like to prioritize folks who are new to the webcast. If you'd like to get a request for the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. If not, Beth has already put in a request. I have no recollection of what it was, and it's definitely for a song that I don't know. But, see, that's kind of the whole premise of how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. As a refresher, in case you missed the very top of the show, we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game by people giving me song requests, song suggestions, and I will have to play them or play a song in response to that request, regardless of whether I know the song. People might request a song that I know. I will almost certainly not have rehearsed it in the past couple of weeks, but maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see. But definitely if it's a song that I know, I will go ahead and play it to the best of my recollection. If someone requests a song that I kind of sort of know, like I've seen a couple dozen people play it at open mics, or I have it on a Spotify playlist that I listen to periodically, or I used to listen to it all the time on the radio 25 years ago, I will then attempt to figure out how to perform that particular song. If someone requests a song that I do not know at all, at least I don't recognize the title of it at all, I will have to make up a brand new song. Totally brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game. While we are hanging out and getting those requests in, let me mention a few other things that are noteworthy that I want to make sure people know about. The past couple weeks I've been talking about Godfrey Daniels Day coming up at Musikfest. So that's going to be all of the great lineup of performers from the Godfrey Daniels stage are going to be right there at Musikfest. Godfrey Daniels works with Musikfest to book that one stage for that one day of Musikfest, which is really, really cool. It is at Liederplatz, which is the Sun Inn Courtyard right there next to the Joint and McCarthy's Red Stag Pub and the Sun Inn, of course. They've done all sorts of different concerts there and other cool things in that space. But it also is also Liederplatz during Musikfest, right there off of Main Street. At the end of Godfrey Daniels Day, it is going to be the winners will be determined for the annual the annual Godfrey Daniels Martin Guitar Raffle, which is in fact happening again this year. We're all running a little bit late on getting this set up at Godfrey Daniels, but that is okay. There is still a brand new Martin D16E Rosewood that could go home with you from Musikfest that day if you have the winning ticket. The second prize is also wonderful. The second prize is an OXK concert ukulele, also from Martin Guitar. The third prize is a pack of Martin Guitar strings. The tickets will be available for sale all day that day at Musikfest if you go over there to Liederplatz. You can also buy the raffle tickets in advance. They are $5 each, or 5 for $20, or 10 for $40. I'm just saying, there are links available through the Godfrey Daniels website, and of course follow Godfrey Daniels on all the socials to learn more about those details. You do not have to be present to win. That is important. We'll get your information. I say we because I help out at Godfrey Daniels. All your information goes in on the raffle ticket, whether you buy it in person or online, or if you buy it at one of the concerts at Godfrey Daniels this weekend. We should have the tickets available for people to purchase if you're coming to one of the shows this weekend at Godfrey Daniels. You do not have to be present to win. We will get in touch with you and make sure that shiny new lovely Rosewood Martin guitar gets into your hands as soon as possible if you are not there. And yes, Beth is very excited. Yes, this is correct. This is correct. And also, yes, I, not for Coltrane, am going to be there at Godfrey Daniels Day at Musikfest, which is pretty cool. I'm very, very excited about that. I'm going to be starting the day off with a set of music and then sticking around for the rest of the day to MC. And also, if you don't want to have to wait till August 14th, there are other times that you can come see me in person, because unusually for me, I have 2 in-person shows coming up in just the next couple of weeks. This coming Saturday, July 16th, I'm going to be at the F&A Grog House, right here on the south side of Bethlehem, PA. So that is from 9 to midnight at F&A Grog House. I've been very excited to learn more about this venue, this fine institution, this fine grog house. A lot of people that I know and respect have played there, and and I'm very excited to join the folks who have performed at that particular spot. So come on out. It's late night. Yeah, if you have other stuff going on, it's totally fine. Then swing on over to the F&A Grog House for the after party with me, not for Coltrane, from 9 to midnight this Saturday. If you can't get there this Saturday, that's okay, because the following week, on Friday, July 22nd, I'm going to be back at Five Maidens Cider Company, also on the south side of Bethlehem, right there next to Touchstone Theater. I'm going to be at Five Maidens from around 6:30 to 9:30. We'll double check some times. I'm going to be posting events on my Reverb Nation and on the Facebook, so people can find out more things about those and let me know that you're planning to stop on by. I might post some things where people can put some requests in for things that I should make sure I add to my set list. And I will actually rehearse them ahead of time, so it won't necessarily just be like the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game where you get to see me squirm. If people really want, if the public demands it, we could play a live in-person round or 2 of the Not for Coltrane Stump-the-Band game at either the Grog House or at Five Maidens. We'll see. That's going to depend entirely on who shows up and what the vibe is like when we're there. So just so everyone knows about all of those things. All right, let's see. Bethany is very excited about the Grog House, which is very cool. Beth, we just said Beth Telepathy, as I was going to say that pun next, about the sticky situation and the post-it note calamity. We got Beth Telepathy going on. Let's see. Will I rehearse them ahead of time? Well, fair. That is a fair question. So that if I put out a request, say, hey, give me a request for what should be on the set list. Will I actually rehearse them ahead of time? Chances are good. Will I rehearse them enough? That's the key question. I probably will actually rehearse it ahead of time if it's an unfamiliar song to me that someone says I should put on the set list. Will that rehearsal be adequate? Come to the show and find out. And that's how that's going to be. All right, so live Stump the Band, do it, live Stump the Band. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see if folks like Margot and Beth are able to be there in person for some of these shows at the Grog House and or Five Maidens. We just might do some live in-person, not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. We'll see. We'll see. But in the meantime, we need to do a round here virtually of the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. Let's see if any other requests have come in, and it doesn't look like any have. So I'm going to say we're going to go with Beth's request. Practice is for amateurs. Well, I guess so. Beth's request for Casualty by Lawrence. All right, Casualty by Lawrence. That is going to be the song that I have to come up with today, which is interesting because it's been a couple weeks since we've had a case where I've been making up a song entirely from scratch. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, not entirely from scratch because it has to be called Casualty. The funny thing is I'm thinking of the request, the Stump the Band request last week. Casualty always gets the best of me. I'm not actually going to do that. That would be. I just wanted to throw that out there, and let's figure this out. So Lawrence, that's true. Actually, we get live Stump the Band every week, just not in person. That is an accurate statement, Margot. Thank you for that clarification. All right, Casualty. I know Lawrence, the band. I don't know them personally. I know just a tiny bit about Lawrence, the band, and the Lawrence, the band, has kind of a funky, groovy thing going on, which I think I should use in coming up with some kind of a musical accompaniment for whatever I'm going to say about Casualty. The fact that I keep going to Gravity by John Mayer is going to be a problem, so I need to come with something else I'm going to say about Casualty. Lyrically, the concept is going to be, what if it's something about how the music is so awesome, it's just gonna slay you. You're gonna be they'll just be a casualty. I think that's what we want to do. Oh, I love that. So Beth is remarking that her coworkers are not appreciating the cackling that was elicited from some of the back and forth there with Margot. But that is just exactly the kind of response that we hope to elicit. So that's wonderful. All right, so something kind of funky, and I also need a let's see. So nope. I feel like an E minor 7th would be something pretty funky, but so if I'm starting with that, I need to think of some other other chords that would work with that. The A7 sounds pretty good. That would be a C. That would be a D. So. That'll work. Let's come up with some sort of a like the strum pattern. Thank you very much, Bethany. I'll do one of my sort of standard funky kind of rhythms here.
There you go. That is a funky song with kind of repetitive, redundant lyrics, but that is okay. Casualty, possibly inspired by an actual song called Casualty by the band Lawrence. So thanks very much to that request. Now there's a dance party which is much more amusing to my... like the chords, have fun melody happening in the cubicle. Cue the, what the, huh? Now there's a dance party which is more amusing to my coworkers. And Bethany also was dancing. So there you go. Thanks very much to everyone who was enjoying the improvised whatever was just happening right there. All right. So I've taken approximately half hour of your time, but thank you very much for spending it here with me and getting some groove on and checking out 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins as requested by Janine back in March of 2020. Get your raffle tickets for the annual Martin Guitar raffle over from Godfrey Daniels that is happening at Musikfest on the 14th over at Liederplatz for Godfrey Daniels Day. I will be there playing some music. You also can go home that day with a lovely rosewood Martin guitar or a ukulele, also very cool. And also please check on out, come on out to check out what's happening in person this Saturday. Yes, that's right. This Saturday at the F&A Grog House from 9 to midnight, and also the following Friday, July 22nd, over at Five Maidens from 6:30 to 9:30. And I think that's about it. My hand is not in great shape from all the power chords and bar chords that were happening today. So I'm going to go rest that and go get on the air conditioning. Please, I hope you have a wonderful day. Speaking of the heat, it is getting a little warm and steamy out there. Hope that you are staying safe and well hydrated wherever you are. So please, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. My name is Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. I'll see you right here in this space next week.